Hello and welcome. It's another week and we are back again with our new issue of Outlook. I am Ruben Banerjee, the editor of this magazine, and joining me in today's conversation are Bhavna V. Jarora to my right. She is a political editor, and Kaiser, who is a senior associate editor who focuses on sports. And as expected, this week was dominated by elections to the 5 states, including the 3 major ones in the Hindi heartland, and no guessing here, this is a cover. And as all of you are aware, Congress did well, expectedly they did well, and they bounced back in the 3 Hindi heartlands, snatching the 3 states of Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh from the Bharatiya Janata Party. So here we are with this cover, back with a bang. Many of us had written of Rahul Gandhi and Congress, but this time they have been on top of the game, back with a bang, and I suppose this cover tells you a lot. And inside we have an exhaustive package trying to figure out what these results mean. There has been so much coverage about these elections on TV, print, everywhere. We wanted our issue to add value. So what we also did was, Outlook got into an agreement with CSDS Lokniti, one of the most credible organizations in this country, and we got down to analyzing these results, why people voted the way they voted and for what reasons. So if you have to know more about these elections, this is the issue. Bhavna, you did the cover story. What were the major takeaways from these elections?
Before I start on that, I just want to remind everyone that we did another cover just a few weeks ago where we said that these elections are going to be do or die for the Congress. And where we had said that these elections are the most important for Congress, in fact more important for Congress than for BJP.
It was an existential fight for them.
Yes, otherwise they would have probably not been in the reckoning at all. So, but well, they have done it, and so the big takeaways are, like we said, they are there, and it's going to be a fight in 2019. It's not going to be a cakewalk for the BJP, and also it's good news for Mahagathbandhan also, and maybe Rahul Gandhi will be taken more seriously as a leader. And maybe
so does he become the challenger now in 2019?
Definitely, yes, he does.
Definitely.
Yes.
And his stature, Rahul Gandhi's stature would have grown many-fold more after these results. Right?
Yes, it has. And because he's really worked hard, I mean, it's not because all these other leaders are saying that he's worked hard. We have seen him working hard, and he addressed 82 rallies in the northeast states, and their strategy is also being very good. The way they were going to all the temples and everything, and even everybody was critical about.
So do you mean that, are you trying to say that Rahul Gandhi soft Hindutva worked?
No, that is one of the things which probably worked. That is just one of the factors, just alone that could have worked. What also worked is that the issues that they picked up. And I think somewhere the BJP had a disconnect with the issues on ground. Rahul Gandhi and Congress, they have consistently been picking up issues of farmer distress, unemployment, and they have been at it constantly. And I think that was more important in these elections, because agrarian distress was at its peak in all these 3 states.
Does the results also suggest that the Modi-Shah combined, they are not really invincible?
Yes, absolutely. That fear that people had, that not just
the aura they had,
that has been punctured, and which was a strategic thing move by Congress, which we have mentioned in the story also, that how it was very strategically done, because they realized that it was a psychological warfare almost, which BJP had unleashed, creating that aura that these people are invincible. So how by attacking the Prime Minister personally, directly, every time, they tried to puncture that
and
aura.
Strategically, Congress also went along in all these 3 states which they won. So
yes,
the victory is theirs.
Yes,
they don't need to share it with any of their coalition partners.
No, they don't have to, and that strategy worked. initially they tried to get into an alliance with BSP. When it didn't work out, they decided to go alone rather than, listen to her unreasonable demands, which they said were unreasonable. But now when they are voting,
so these victories are for Rahul Gandhi's alone.
Rahul Gandhi and the people, because the organization in various states was almost defunct.
Our cover story, which has been done by Bhavna, it also talks about how these results are going to impact the months in the run-up to the elections and how possibly the political narrative in the country will change now.
Yes.
Right?
It will definitely change. One, Hindutva is going to stay. The RSS and all these right-wing organizations, you'll hear more about Ram Mandir. And the government is going to go, and I think that they're going to have announce some swaps for the farmers in agriculture.
Possibly loan waivers. And
yes.
Yeah. So do pick up a copy of this issue. It's great read, and do read Bhavna's political take on whatever the results. And there is more to it. As I said, we have in this issue, it's a kind of a special issue for us, and exclusive Outlook Lokniti CSDS election analysis. So anything that you need to know about these elections, why the people voted, why the states voted the way they did, for what reasons, we have deconstructed, done a very solid postmortem of the results. Why? It's not only like in newspapers and television studios, you will find only swings, percentages. We have actually gone deeper, and thanks to CSDS Lokniti with all their academic expertise. So we have analyzed the elections. Like we found there are very interesting takeaways. The Congress overall did far better among the poorer sections. This is one table. Dalit support for BJP has begun to decline. We have charts and bars and everything. The Modi government still remains popular in Rajasthan. It's actually the highest among these 5 states in terms of popularity. And that's surprising because in the state they lost the elections to Congress. And Modi government's popularity is the worst is in Telangana. So there is a broad overview done by CSDS Lokniti, by the experts. And then we have gone state by state. Madhya Pradesh. What exactly happened? What possibly swung the electoral contest in favor of the Congress? And we have interesting tables and charts. One such is, many of the people, many of the voters agreed that Vikas has happened in Madhya Pradesh under Shivraj Singh Chauhan. But very interestingly, many still wanted Badlav, change. Very interesting details. 34% of the people agreed that despite there has been development, but they still wanted a change. Very interesting. Anti-incumbency sentiment was the highest in Madhya Pradesh in the last 10 years. Very interesting. And it actually breaks the voting pattern for our better understanding. So as I said, if you need to know anything and everything about this election, this is the issue. Special exclusive analysis by Outlook Lokniti CSDS. And then we had a very interesting story. The Indian cricketer Gautam Gambhir, the opening batsman, he announced his retirement last week, and Kaiser, our sports editor, he sat down with Gautam Gambhir and did a profile. What you have said in this profile of Gambhir, it's actually an eye-opener. I always thought that he was a fantastic cricketer, but I knew very little about his the other facet of him. He is a good Samaritan who does a lot of social work. Look at this; it's fantastic. It looks really awesome. What is Gautam Gambhir as a person like?
See, he is basically a very quiet person off the field, and from the looks also, he is a very quiet person. But when he goes out in the field, he becomes very aggressive, and for that reason, he has been banned a couple of times because he has elbowed somebody or he has picked up a fight. 2-3 fights are very well documented.
So he brings onto the field a lot of aggression.
And that is visible in his batting also. He scores very quickly, He is basically a fighter on the field. And off the field, he's a very reserved person, very quiet, and very
We used to call him Gambhir, is really
yeah,
Gambhir.
he is. But he is just the opposite when he goes out in the field, whether batting or fielding. So
That is very open, sir.
yeah, that is where he opens up, and he scores very fast also.
See, I knew, like, though I don't watch, follow cricket as much as possibly as others do, I knew about Gambhir's batting exploits. What this profile tells me, which I was not aware of, is that the other side of Gambhir, he is into a lot of social work. So,
Right.
did you talk about, like, he runs a langar?
Yeah, he used to do that till recently, when a lot of shopkeepers in the area in which he used to do it in Delhi, they started taking advantage of it, and they stopped bringing their tiffin boxes, lunch
They were eating
from
in
home.
Gambhir's langar.
Yeah, but this langar was for the poor people, for the needy, those who can't afford food. But then he had to stop it. Now he is going a step further actually. This was probably a blessing in disguise. And now he is going to schools, in MCD schools. He is planning to offer food for children who are studying in 9th and 10th classes. For that he'll need permission from Delhi government because the government provides food till class 8, the midday meal, which is popularly known as. Now he is going to, because one reason is that there the needy people, needy children will get the food, and also because of this they might stay back in school for the 9th and the 10th classes. Otherwise, lot of children
Dropouts.
would to drop out after class 8.
And then would you also like to talk about, like, he has been, Gautam Gambhir has been sponsoring children of soldiers who laid down their lives in the
Martyrs,
line
yeah.
of martyrs? That's something very fascinating.
Yeah.
I wasn't really aware of this side of Gautam Gambhir.
No, initially martyrs of CRPF was 25 children of these soldiers he was sponsoring, but now it is 50. And also he is doing other things like bringing these children to Delhi and showing them IPL matches. This year he was captain of Delhi Daredevils IPL team, and he took the children to Firoz Shah Kotla in Delhi and showed them one match. So they were very, very excited, and he plans to do it every year. I mean, whether it will be IPL match because he is retired now, so he won't be playing IPL also. But he'll be doing it. He'll be meeting once these children.
So once you did this profile of Gautam Gambhir, you really realize that he's a true hero. Like, a lot of good work, apart from besides his more celebrated cricketing exploits.
Right.
Real hero. He doesn't really speak much, but for a change, Gambhir opened up with Kaiser. And as always, we have a great variety of stories, and we have a special package on CSR, corporate social responsibility, how corporate houses are plowing back some of their profits into betterment of society. It's a very good, exhaustive story, should be very enjoyable and very informative as well. So do pick up this issue, it's power-packed as always, and do give us your feedback, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you.